Choosing a good instructor is a really big step for your riding, especially if you're just starting out or you're thinking about getting back into horses, or if you feel like you've reached a little bit of a plateau and you want to maybe get a different opinion. I'm Callie, this is CRK Training and my weekly video show where I give riding tips, training advice, and we also talk about other important topics for us riders, like today's topic of choosing the right riding instructor. So I have 4 just really simple things that you can do that are often overlooked but can make a really big difference in being sure that the riding instructor that you go to is a good fit for you. Many people find an instructor by just doing a quick Google search or looking at Yellow Pages and picking the person or the barn that's closest to them and then just going out for lessons. But when you choose an instructor, you want to think about their experience level and what potentially their specialty is and how it relates to your own goals for your riding. You also want to look at their personality. So a riding instructor for many people is someone that you're going to be spending time with on a regular basis, probably some one-on-one time, and it's important to have someone that you just enjoy being around too. So these 4 things are going to help you a lot, and they're ones that many people kind of overlook when choosing an instructor. So the first thing to do is make sure that you watch them ride. You want to make sure that you can look up to their riding. Now there are cases where sometimes there's instructors that are at an age or at a place in their career where they're not doing as much active riding, and that's fine. But you can still look at past riding, videos of their past riding, and if they're still actively riding, make sure that you watch them ride, watch how they interact with the horse, and just how they look. Is that the style and the type of riding that you want to learn? Also watch them teach. So every instructor is going to have a little bit of a different teaching style. Some people are very active in their coaching. Some people tend to give instruction and then maybe be a little bit more quiet. Instructors teach using different modalities. Some people are very hands-on. Some people just stay more still and just give instructions. And you want to watch how they teach and make sure that their teaching style is going to be compatible with how you learn. Next, ask them questions. So even if it's just simple questions about what they do and maybe what their philosophy is, see how they answer those questions. Are they happy to talk to you and answer those, or do they tend to be maybe a little bit curt and a little bit short in their response? Most of the time when you have an instructor or a coach, you want somebody that's going to be open to new ideas that you're hearing and isn't challenged by just simple questions that you might ask. When you do this ahead of time before you already start to form that relationship, it's much, much easier. Finally, if the instructor that you're looking at teaches out of a regular barn where they're responsible for the care and the health of those horses, then look at the horses. And this is especially true if you're going to be taking lessons on those horses. How do the horses look just health-wise? And then also, what's their demeanor and their temperament? Do they look like they have an appropriate amount of training for your skills as a rider and what you want to learn? And also, do they just look pleasant and happy? Are they willing to interact when you go up to the horse? Or do they seem like they're just kind of shut down, or even worse, maybe really unhappy in their job? So if you keep these 4 things in mind and you just take that little extra time to go out, talk to the instructor, watch them, ask a few questions, it's going to save you a lot of time. It's probably going to get you a better learning riding experience right from the beginning. Or if you're feeling like you're kind of stuck and you want something different, it might make a change that is just going to make a huge difference for you. So now I would love to hear from you. What has been your experience with riding instructors, and what would you maybe do differently, or what would you tell someone else that's looking for an instructor to make sure that they also get a really good fit? So if you're watching this anywhere else, go to crktrainingblog.com. That's where the best comments and the conversation always happens. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe so that you never miss another one of these videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next week.